Hello YouTubers, I'm sorry that I haven't put many vlogs out of late, but in this vlog hopefully I'll be able to explain why and what's been happening. We've had a few, how can I say, not disasters, but a few problems. Disasters is a big word. Really, you can't really use that unless you sink on narrowboating. But yeah, I've had a few problems, and in this vlog you should be able to see, or hopefully you'll be able to see, why I haven't put out many vlogs lately. I've moored up here close to the road in Cropredy because I'm expecting a delivery of 305 amp hours leisure batteries. The old ones that I fitted about 3.5 years ago have completely give up the ghost and won't hold a charge at all. The black battery that you can see there is the starter battery, and my idea is to take the grey ones, the leisure batteries, out one at a time, or change them one at a time with the new ones. But it's so awkward under here and hard to manoeuvre, I've had to take them all out, which means that I'll have to think about it a bit more when I connect up the new ones. But being an electrician by trade, not much of a problem. The cables look a bit of a mess under there, but one day when I've got a bit of time I'll buy some new cables and connect it all up so it looks nice and tidy under there. But it all works well, and that's the main thing for now. During the night while I was here, the canal water levels came up about 8 inches over the towpath there. I mean, this is the following morning when it's all gone down. But I had to get out of bed a few times and loosen the ropes because I could feel the boat being pulled sideways, being pulled over. The bottom of Aitch was actually close to coming up over the towpath, which would have been a problem. But lucky enough we was 2 inches short of that. And poor old Ashby had to have a swim and a wee last night, which he weren't too keen on. About 30 yards up there is the canal where I'm moored, and I've come up to have a look at the River Cherwell, and it's still pretty bad. You look at the fields there, must have been really bad last night. And it looks like there's some cars still stranded in the flood up there. Whilst I've been here sorting out the batteries, the engine's decided to go wrong, so I can't charge the batteries anyway. With a bit of help from one of my members, I managed to get the number of Chris, the mechanic from Willow Wren, and he's come down about a week later to try and sort out the engine problems. There's a lot of gunk in these filters that he's changing. Are you under that bridge next to the lock? Is that where you're...
I'm just over there.
You know, like where your yard is?
Yeah.
Is that the one that's under the bridge near the lock?
That's one of our 2 yards, yeah.
Yeah. Chris has had to drive up from Hillmorton, Rugby, so he's not come from just around the corner. He's flushing out all the fuel pipes and the fuel around the engine there. Old taxi engines, aren't they, these?
NC&L
moving up. That sounds a lot better. I'll have to book a service up with you.
Yeah.
I'm going, like when all the stopping start, I'm going to go up the Grand Union, you know, turn left before I get to Bromston.
Alright, yeah.
I'll give you a call. Chris has come to the conclusion that the fuel tank is so full of crap that it's just going to keep breaking down every time you get it going. So he's MacGyvered this contraption with a jerry can and a bit of copper pipe that he's made up. And hopefully that'll be good enough to get me to Chris's yard, or Willow Wren's yard in Hill Moulton, where he's got all the proper tools to do a job. What he's going to do, he's going to cut a slot out where I'm pointing, clean all the fuel tank completely, and then weld that piece of metal back in again afterwards, and hopefully that'll do the trick. So we're actually making a start on our journey to get to the boatyard at Hill Moulton. So nice to be moving again. I've been, probably told you earlier in the vlog, but I've been about 6 weeks stuck there. So doing this feels like I'm starting narrowboating again. I'm having a little stop halfway between Cropredy and Fenny Compton just to check that everything's running right. Ashby reckons it's going okay, don't you, mate? He's more interested in posing for the camera. I'm going to go up these 9 locks that you can see on this map, and the best that I can do for now is get to Fenny Compton, because just past Fenny Compton there's a closure on the canal where HS2 are building a bridge, and that's not going to be done for another couple of weeks. But I'm here now in Fenny Compton, moored opposite all these pigs. And Ashby seems fascinated by the pigs. He can't take his eyes off them. It probably reminds him of me eating my dinner. I've got to hang around here in Fenny Compton for a few weeks until the closure opens again. You can see where I'm moored down the bottom and where the closure is. And I've got a fair old distance to get to Willow Wren boatyard, and I'll show you some of that when the time comes. And I've also, or what I'm also going to do, instead of coming back down the Oxford, I've had enough of the Oxford now, I'm going to come back to the Grand Union and go up there towards Stratford upon Avon. So, looking at what I've been going through, you can see that I haven't really had the power to run a laptop to make videos or vlogs for you. So since the engine's been going, it's the first sort of time I could actually charge up the laptop properly. Now I'd like to thank some people that have bought me a coffee and helped me pay for some of this stuff that I'm going through at the moment. So thank you very much. And also, thank you very much to my members on the Buy Me a Coffee app. Well, it's not been the best of videos, not luck wise anyway, but it's not always like that. You get more ups and downs, and now I'm looking forward to spring and seeing what the Grand Union looks like. So look after yourselves, and I'll see you next time.